First off, who are you?
I'm Jack White.
And you are?
Meg White.
And you are the?
White Stripes.
And where are White Stripes from, Jack?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
And I thought, Jack, I'd make you feel at home here in Vancouver. Look what we have for you!
Oh, thank God.
Now, tell me how cool Seeger is. He is a cool guy, isn't he, Meg?
He's awesome. The first album is amazing.
Yeah. Early Bob Seger system.
A lot of people are dissing the Seeger, but he's down with it, isn't he?
They need to get back to the Bob Seger system. You have to find the Bob Seger system band.
And it goes, some songs that Get Down on Your Knees, like the Devil Dogs covered. You know that one?
That's my 2+2 is on my mind is my favorite song.
Like by the Underdogs or one of those bands.
Yeah.
From Detroit, the history of Detroit. You're not ashamed to say you like Bob Seger, are you, Meg?
No, not at all.
So have you guys had any good milkshakes?
Yeah, we've had, a couple days ago I had a very good one, yeah.
Now, what's the thing about milkshakes and the White Stripes make?
Well, you know, it goes back a long way. We just like the milkshakes, you know?
She
the
likes
malts,
she
really.
likes the milkshakes. Billy Childish's band. I like actual chocolate malts.
But you like judging each town by their milkshakes, don't you there, Jack?
I think it's like that, yeah.
So how have the milkshakes been on this tour?
Well, been pretty good. I haven't had one in Vancouver yet, though. We'll see, you know.
Now, speaking of milkshakes and Billy Childish, how the hell is he?
He's doing quite well. I talked to him on the phone when I was in Paris last time, and I think he's got it together.
And you guys were going to have him, like, play behind you on top of the pops or something?
He was going to be doing a painting of us while we were playing.
Yeah.
And then they shot him down.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow that, no. So I just wrote his name on my arm instead, you know.
Now, Jack was much like Courtney Love writes bitch on her arm, right?
I'm not familiar with who you're talking about.
You know what I mean, no? Oh, yes, I'm sure you ran into her the other night, didn't you, in L.A.? We'll get into that later there, Jack White. But I was curious, though, Billy Childish, in Europe, he's not revered too well, is he? Especially, well, I shouldn't say in Britain, because, like, I heard he did a gig, and Yvonne Bondy's opened, and Yvonne Bondy's cancelled, and then everybody left.
Yeah, it was, yeah, that was a weird thing. I heard about that. I don't know what happened with that. He had, he likes to use his own gear, like his own PA equipment, and everyone who plays with him has to use that or something, and they couldn't do it or something like that. So.
But it really sucks. Like all the people left. Like Von Bondy's canceled, and nobody's to home for Billy in his own town.
He's really talented, but he's quite popularly known as a bridge burner. I mean, he doesn't have tolerance for a lot of things. So I mean, that's the beauty of him, though.
What was it like recording at Toe Rag Studios?
It was amazing.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
No, did they have the same board that like the Beatles used?
They did have a 4-track there that might have been used on Tomorrow Never Knows. He suspects, like for backwards loops and things like that.
And that's for your new album?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
What impressed you about the studio, Meg?
Nothing in it was past 1965.
Really? Are they totally anal about that? Like, did they have like 1966 quarters in their pockets and stuff like that too?
Yeah, exactly. All the old napkins are used are from the 60s. No, it was just he's just a nice collection of old microphones and just staying away from digital equipment and things like that.
Did you get a chance to hang with John Peel this time?
No, we didn't see him this time. No.
But you have seen him quite a few times. I saw you having lunch with him on the internet.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're good friends.
A little internet lunch. Now, has he told you any cool stories at all? I mean, come on. He's met everybody. There must be some little tidbit of information that he gave you that must have made you really excited.
How did he say? He was telling me about Gene Vincent a bunch and explaining working with Gene Vincent and. But he did give me as a present. He gave me a copy of Sex Pistols' "Anarchy in the UK," the promo version of it. It was a really nice present.
On A&M Records?
Yep.
No way, not the $5,000 A&M record one.
Wait a minute. No, you're thinking of "God Save the Queen" on A&M. That's the really one. This is "Anarchy in the UK." So this is on EMI.
Thank you for setting me straight with my sex.
Pistols.
Pistols. And you are Jack?
Yes. Have you seen anybody about your
were Jack?
psychological problems?
You are Jack White, and you are Meg?
Yes, I am.
And you are Meg?
I'm not Meg.
And you are Jack?
Yeah.
Not today.
No, you're not. But you work off each other. You could be each other because you guys seem to have such great communication on stage. The other night on MTV Music Awards, like you were so separated. What's it like when you're so separated? Usually, like you're so close together, and I love the way like you're so close on stage. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was a little strange. It was a little strange. I had to sort of peer over the cymbals and you know try to find him down there, but it was all right.
Nobody else has that set up, do they, Jack?
No, they don't.
And you know what's also great about the White Stripes is you guys cover a Dylan song from '97.
Yeah.
From '97. Yeah. That's like covering like the Steel Wheels, like Mixed Emotion, Rolling Stones things.
He's still got it. He's still got it. He still tells it like it is. You know?
That is so amazing. Like Dylan from '97.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now, speaking of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, well, not speaking of it, let's bring Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada into this. Did you know there, Meg White of the White Stripes, that Loretta Lynn signed her first record deal here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada?
I did not know that.
Oh, that makes sense because she was living in Seattle with Dew for a while.
Zero Records.
Zero Records, that's the best name for a record label ever.
And you guys like kind of customizing songs, like you play in Tallahassee and then you do...
Tallahassee Lassie.
So you're playing in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and the White Stripes will do... Do you have any Canadian stuff that you could do? How about TV show themes? I mean, you grew up in Detroit. You know, do you have any like Canadian TV show themes or favorite Canadian TV shows?
What was the giant?
Mr. Dress Up? Friendly Giant.
Mr. Dress Up was kind of scary, but the Friendly Giant was very nice too.
As covered by shadowy men on a shadowy planet.
I didn't know that.
Now in Detroit, are there like old Motown guys on the street and stuff, like totally destitute?
Not that I've noticed. But...
Like I heard there's like some guys that recorded on some important works are like totally on the street.
Totally on the street. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I haven't bumped into them though. I don't know.
What's the Motown Museum like?
It's very nice. It's you know, it's in the midst of a really just burnt out neighborhood. You know, it used to be like huge old houses and you know the motor company people lived in and stuff. But it's just a nice little establishment. You know,
Worth a visit?
It's worth.
I've never been there. I'm not a fan of the Motown production.
Why?
I don't like the production of Motown. Just the sound that they're getting. They had some really good songwriting, but the production, I never was a fan of.
But the Detroit sound. MC5 Stooges. Have any of your parents ever seen the Stooges or MC5? Did they ever see the MC5 or Stooges?
Nobody in Detroit actually ever saw them, you know.
No, I don't.
How about Mitch Ryder? Have you met Mitch Ryder at all?
No, I never met Mitch Ryder. No.
How about Ron Ashton of the Stooges?
Met him, yeah. Met him.
I heard he has a very young girlfriend.
Didn't see her. I did meet him though. I didn't see his girlfriend.
What's the importance of Ghetto Blaster beer? Ghetto Blaster beer.
Oh, that's
it quenches the thirst.
Research. You've really done your research. That's a brewing company that was hooked up with the studio. They're roommates with the guy.
The Romantics are from Detroit too, aren't they?
Yes.
That's true.
And have they worn a bit of red too?
I think they wore red leather on one of their album covers. Yeah.
Have any Romantics ever come to your gig?
Yes.
Really? You met a Romantic?
Yeah, we did meet a Romantic.
What was the interaction like?
It was romantic, yeah.
Like, did you kick out a Romantic cover at all?
No, I said that I was a big fan of the band, and he goes, yeah, so am I, or something. He said something, I think he thought I was joking, I was being a smart aleck. He goes, yeah, I'm a big fan of myself, or I don't know. He thought I was joking and making fun of him, but I wasn't.
Rock stars always do that. Like, I once saw Ringo Starr and yelled, hey, it's Ringo, and he went, that's my name! Now, your name is Jack White, and your name is?
Meg White.
And you're in the White Stripes, and I was looking at this magazine right over here. There are White Stripers, and this is like, if you could hold that just for a sec, this is like, isn't that like the best picture? I love it.
Do you like it?
I love it because you look so misfitian.
But the wind was blowing and it blew that hair in there.
But you look like a Misfits and like the Necros coming from Detroit. It's just so awesome. I just love that photo. And then, Jack, if you could open it up, what the hell is going on here, Meg? What the hell is going on? What is Jack doing there?
He's holding his pig.
That's Panchita. That's Panchita.
Now, that's not a live pig. That's a taxidermic pig.
You can see that the stitching is ripped here and the stuffing's coming out. Yeah, that's Panchita.
Now, how many taxidermic items do you have?
I've only got 2, but he's got a lot.
Yeah, I have lots.
Now, what do you have? What are some of your favorites, or Jack White?
I have a zebra, and I have 2 gazelles, and I have a tiger, and a
zebra?
A zebra head, yeah, and I have a kudu, and a mountain goat, and I have lots of things.
And are all these from like thrift shops and stuff?
Some of them are old. A lot of them are old, yeah.
Does anybody bring any gifts of them to your shows?
That'd be nice.
That would be the ultimate gift for the White Stripes.
Well, she's not that into it, though. She just wanted
it creeps me out a little.
Now, on this tour right now, you've got Whirlwind Heat.
Whirlwind Heat, amazing band. Come and see them.
Because they're on your record label, right?
Could be, possibly, yeah.
I think it's really cool that you guys treat bands quite well. Like, didn't Whirlwind Heat have to open for you guys really early once, and then you felt bad, so you had them headline after you?
Man, you've done your research. Excellent. Yeah, they did. They came on after we were done with our set. They came out and did another set.
That's so cool that you're able to support them in that way.
Yes, indeed.
You know, like taking Billy Childish. Is there anybody else in England that you guys can take along with you? I mean, aside from the Detroit bands, anybody else you want to throw out on your English tours?
Holly Golightly is great, you know. We love to tour with other bands from Detroit because we're all friends, and I think there's a lot of good music coming out of Detroit that people haven't heard yet. So.
Are you the only A&R guy on Virgin Records?
I'm not an A&R guy at all.
I heard that they fired their entire staff, and you, Jack White, are the only guy on A&R Records doing A&R for Virgin.
I haven't heard about that one. Maybe I should do that and give this all up.
Now, you just came back from Los Angeles, California. My friend Grant of the Smugglers, whose house you stayed at a little while back, once had William Shatner show up at one of his gigs.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope, eh?
That would be dope, yeah.
Now, is there anybody of that ilk that has showed up that you've just kind of gone like, whoa, like, Shatman?
Bette Midler came to our show in New York and danced the whole show. Bette Midler in the balcony. It was pretty cool.
Oh, my God. Now, how did you notice that? Did you actually see her?
We were told. I couldn't see because of the lights, the way the lights were shining. I couldn't see anybody up there, but that's what we were told.
That's so awesome because she does the Rose and Mudhoney covered a Rose and Mudhoney get Billy Childish over for them in England.
And Mudhoney was at our show last night.
Wow, this is amazing.
That's
What about Ike Turner? Has he ever come to any of your gigs?
No.
no, Andre Williams, though. We've played with Andre Williams.
From Detroit.
That's right.
I think he was on the street for a little while, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the street for a long time, I think. No, he was working with Ike Turner a lot.
The MTV Music Awards last night, that was incredible. We saw it last night in Canada. You guys were like all dressed up, and so was everybody else all dressed up there. What was the vibe on that?
It was really good because they dragged, it was all fans. They all took people out of lines and from the website and everything else, so they were all just crazy fans, and so it wasn't like models or anything, so it was good.
Were you showing any respect? Like, did Eminem ever talk to you or anything?
No.
Did anybody give you any shadows? Like, hey, Jack! I mean, Jack Black did a great intro for you. I loved how he was like standing on a turntable.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did they make that turntable especially for you?
Yeah, they did. I think so. That was the only time they used it in that show, wasn't it? Yeah, they made it for us.
But did anybody else throw out any props to you? Like, hey, how you doing?
I don't think so. Oh, Andy Dick said hi. He said he really liked the band.
So the true White Stripes fans are revealed by who actually introduces themselves to you, right?
So, yeah.
I suppose so.
Now, there's a lot of fans out there of the White Stripes that are on the internet. Are you aware of the Red Blood Cells project?
Oh, I heard about that.
This is Red Blood Cells. Now, what this is Stephen McDonald of Red Cross has decided to do what, Jack?
I met him the other night, and he told me about this, and he said that he's playing bass along with all of our songs.
Yeah, with like Hotel Yorba. You can go to redcross.com and check out some bass on Hotel Yorba. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea. It's an interesting project. The Red Cross meets White Blood.
He was able to fulfill his fantasies of playing with the White Stripes.
See the power of technology?
And another thing I was looking at, I was just checking this out. You know, people dressing up as you. I mean, there's tribute bands for you guys. There's like different
stripes.
What are different stripes like? They're a tribute band to you guys.
Supposedly it was some famous person who was doing it under an anonymous thing, you know. He did the one for the Strokes and he did one for us, and then...
But you have cooler fans than the Strokes, because there is a fan out there that does White Striper.
White Stripe?
That dresses Striper, the 80s heavy metal band, and do White Stripe songs.
Oh.
White Striper. But these guys, what is going on here, Jack? This is from the Enemy. If you could hold this for a second.
This is Enemy's way of getting back at us for not going to their awards show.
Now, these are some comedians dressing up as you.
We didn't go to the awards.
Yes. Yeah.
We didn't go to their awards, so they...
Yeah, we refused.
So decided not to give us an award because we didn't show up, and then also make fun of us.
Yeah, so what do you think? At the very end, they say, it remains to be seen if Jack White will react the same, because Jerry Holloway really loved it.
Jerry Holloway loved it. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I'll think about it.
Now, White Stripes, Meg and Jack White of the White
Stripes.
What sort of craziness has gone on? I mean, I heard that you guys were offered, like, a private jet somewhere. Is that true? To us, some private jet?
Private jet?
Yeah, somebody said, come on, my private jet.
I don't think so. I don't know about that one.
None of that? I mean, like, some of the crazy stuff that's been offered. Like, I know you were offered white strips. White strips.
Oh, they tried to buy our website. White Strips, the
teeth cleaning thing. No, it's like teeth cleaning thing. Like you put it on your teeth and you like rip it off.
Right.
I wanted to bring that for you, but it's $60 Canadian.
Wow.
So they want to buy you. They wanted you to endorse White Strips.
I think the White Stripes website was too close to their website. If you accidentally wrote it wrong, so they wanted to buy our website. I think that's what I was told.
And you guys said no!
Oh, of course.
So has there been any other craziness that's going on? Okay, I'm working hard here. Come on, I'm working hard on it. Come on, like, I mean, Bette Midler, White Stripes, Jet Rides, Elton John, Jam. I know Ryan Adams covers your tunes. I mean, like, that's kind of funny. But, tell me, any kind of craziness?
Oh, constant craziness.
Some of the craziness we just can't reveal to you because, I mean, it's too crazy.
Just a little tidbit, this little teaser here, winding up here, please, Megan, Jack White. Just give me an insight into, like, the White Stripes. Like, you check your cell phone message or something.
One thing I can tell you is that it's kind of... Meg's an android.
Damn it, Jack.
I'm sorry. I thought if you just knew, I mean, at the end of every night how we have to plug her into the, into the tour bus, plug her in and change her oil every 3 months to keep this band going. Much
like Man or Astroman. Where they're from? Outer space! And you're Meg and Jack White of the White Stripes. Jack, your gear is incredible. I should say, it's so awesome your roadies dress up as you. They kind of they wear red and white. I love it.
They do?
And don't they use, like, red duct tape, too? Like, you have red duct tape.
We have to keep everything in order now. Everything we have to be able to identify everything in with my site, so. And
your Leslie amp, that's really cool, isn't it? The Leslie amp, did you, like, customize?
The peppermint triple tremolo.
Yeah, like, is that going to be on stage here tonight?
Oh, it's too heavy.
It's like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Can you explain a bit about that? Because that's amazing. Like, you customize a Leslie amp, right?
Yeah, I built it. I found 3 different components in the garbage I was trash picking, and I built them all together and made a speaker cabinet out of it. And it was just a nice project to work on.
Does anybody else have an airline guitar? Like, you play an airline, right?
Well, I bought mine from Jack from the Oblivions. Jack Oblivion is his name. He's a band from Memphis in America. And
any other bands you've seen playing, or has anybody got mad at you for playing that? Like, some Hollywood Guitar Center dude?
No, I don't know. I've never really seen anybody else really play those. Once in a while, you'll see somebody with it,
When you guys were on David Letterman, I thought it was awesome that Letterman held up the vinyl record.
Oh, yeah, we specially asked for him to do that, yeah.
Was that hard to get him to do that?
It was because it had to be checked for anthrax before he held it,
No way!
There's something crazy for you. Yeah.
Oh, the sympathy for the record industry, is that, like, dangerous?
It had to be tested for anthrax before he would hold it. That's what I was told,
If there's any doubt that the White Stripes have arrived in mainstream culture, is that you guys are now on GroupieCentral.com.
Really?
Yes, GroupieCentral.com has a posting of you guys under the subject White Stripes, and it goes, I quote here, Jack White, I can say that Jack has and will be down for groupie action. I was so fortunate to experience him during one of their tours. Let's just say it happened by surprise and was well worth it. He is adequate in size and performance. I think he may like to be ridden, but I requested he ride me. And then it goes on to say, Meg's boyfriend is in the Greenhorns.
Oh, this is all nuts.
You've made it. You're on GroupieCentral.com. Oh. Don't worry, Jack. You can go on GroupieCentral.com and post some lies, too, just like they did there.
These are pretty good lies.
GroupieCentral.com. Are you dating somebody in the Greenhorns at all, Meg?
I'm not going to comment on my situation.
And you're not dating Winona Ryder, are you? That's the other rumor floating around there, Jack.
We'll see.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate their White Stripes. Why should people care about the White Stripes? Why should people care?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they should care about us anymore.
Have you ever been to Legoland?
No, not yet.
Have you had any offers to go to Legoland?
We did have an offer to go there once, and we didn't go. I don't know why we didn't go. We didn't have time, I don't think.
Jack and Meg White, anything else you'd like to add to the people out there?
No.
No, I guess not.
Well, thanks so much. Keep on rocking in the free world and doot-doodaloot-doo. Actually, works. But that's so, like, obscure. We'll have you do it again there. Doot-doodaloot-doo.
Doot-doot. No? I don't know. I
don't know what you mean. That's fine. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be $5, please.
Okay, great. Actually, Jack, why are you afraid of cars? We want to bring it to the dune buggy. Is a dune buggy a car?
I think it's more like an all-terrain vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a car. We could have had you on the dune buggy. Do you want to step outside just for a second? Well, just to pose by dune, I can come running by and you can run over me?
No.